All right, y'all. So I know I just told y'all I was going to do a midweek reading, but I'm going to do a quick one. I'm going to use these affirmation cards just to give you something quick to think about. So let's see. We'll probably do three. So for everyone watching this right now, for the midweek, what do they need to know up to this point and what may be coming towards them after this point? Because midweek is about the past and the future. So we got two cards there, one more. Rest is the first one that came out, right? Okay, so we have rest first. So this says, I take a step away from my stress and then a deep breath and then a crankiness killing nap. When I get the rest I need, I instantly become a better version of myself, able to navigate complex relationships in a single bound. And I didn't read that right. When I don't, I'm not, which means I shouldn't. But I try to, and then we can't, and it doesn't, but I did, so it wasn't. Good night. All right, so rest. Don't overwork yourself. A lot of you are probably in that position, especially if you work a 9 to 5. And of course, even if you have a personal, a business. The thing is that you can't be everything to everyone. You can't be everywhere. You can't do everything. You're going to burn yourself out. So this is a reminder to some of you who are watching this that you do need to rest. You need to make sure that you put yourself first. You don't always have to do something. You don't always have to please others and quickly do for them to make them feel good about themselves. So just keep that in mind that this week, for your midweek message, the main thing is about resting yourself so you don't overwork yourself or overdo it. We also have tact. So I speak and act with care, remembering that impulsive words or a harsh tone can sometimes hurt others. If it feels like I'm walking on eggshells, I'll remind myself that those eggshells might actually be a shop full of china, and I might actually be a bull. Then I'll remind myself to stop mixing metaphors. So basically, you already know, if a bull is walking over fine china, it's going to break. This is about not being so hard this week as well. Not hard on yourself and not hard on other people. There's a lot of individuals that are walking around angry right now. And I feel like that's what this is saying, is that you have to remember not to lash out or say things without thinking it through. So this can definitely be in a relationship sense. And I can attest to this as well. But definitely watching what you say. So not overworking yourself, not becoming angry, because I feel like a lot of you this week could be just doing a lot of work. And you're just feeling tired and every little thing sets you off. So this is about remembering that you are human, but just be careful with your words. And then we also have wants and needs. So this kind of goes hand in hand as well. I take stock of my relationships and I'm honest about what I want and need from the people in my life. I note the difference between the two. Wants are negotiable, needs are not. So if you want something, there's always wiggle room, but what you need isn't. So if you need a house, there's nothing in between that. Of course, you can choose which house you want, but there's a difference. Wants are things that you don't necessarily need, and needs are things that you actually have to have. So back to this, sorry. Both may be desired and either may be acquired, but that's getting into Venn diagram territory, and no one wants to draw one of those. So of course, this is trying to be funny. And it said, though some of us might need to. So Venn diagram, I remember that word, don't recall it because I know it was something I learned like way back in school. But definitely this week is about inventory. Making sure that you guys are good, resting yourself, not overworking yourself, watching what you say to people, how you react to certain things, and also kind of doing an inventory of what's more important to you. So I feel like that's what's going on this week for you guys. Especially this wants and needs is really coming out. So they have this distinguishing thing about, okay, I need food, but I don't need this snack. You know what I'm saying? So some of you are really going through this inventory, and I'm getting the sense that it doesn't have to be just work, but I really am getting that it's a work situation. You're trying to really figure out, like, is this what I want to do? Do I have to have this job? Do I need this job? Most of you might say yes because you have bills to pay with all this inflation. Like I just paid $60 on my gas. So it went, before the inflation started to really show itself, my gas was like 30, $30, $40. Then it went up to 50. Then it went up to 60. So, you know, we're unfortunately at that point where you just have to watch your money. So I feel like a lot of you are cutting out a lot of things too. That's probably why I needed to say that. You're cutting out a lot of things out of your budget that you don't really need. So you're looking at your wants versus your needs right now. Let's go ahead and pull. What should I do? Let's see. What else do they need to know for the midweek spirit? And get 3 cards. Probably should do the oracles first. What else do they need to know? Everyone watching this now, or who will watch it later for this midweek. 10 of Wands, see? And it was actually in the, it turned, flipped over. But it first came out like this. So the 10 of Wands popped out. Then we also have the Queen of Swords. And then we have the Chariot in reverse. It's trying to run off. So this is what I'm thinking here. A lot of you see something in your life right now as a burden or an issue, something that you've been dealing with for quite some time. This could be baggage or things that you're holding on to. And you're realizing that you can't just run away from your problems. You have to face them head on. So a lot of you may be stuck in this situation or stuck, feeling stuck in your work, your relationships. And this is saying that you actually have more power than you think you do with this Queen of Swords. A lot of you have a lot more control than what you think you do. And this goes along again with the wants versus needs. You have to get into your Queen of Swords energy, no matter if your actual gender is a male or female. You have to get into this Queen of Swords energy where you're looking at things and wondering, what do I need to cut out? So that's pretty much what I'm seeing with you guys this week. We have the Knight of Wands. So again, it goes back to that impulsivity. We did talk about that. I forgot which one. Yeah, impulsive words. So be cautious of how you say things, what you do, because you don't want to have to regret anything. And then we have the Two of Cups. So this is letting me know too, for those of you that are in a relationship, headed towards a relationship, be mindful that you don't become attached to someone that is not there for the long run. Because of course the Knight of Wands is flighty. You know, they go towards danger. This is someone that's not really going to be thinking straight and be like, oh yeah, I care about your feelings. They're going to go after what they want. So this is like a reminder that yes, some of you may be coming into union with someone, but you have to understand or see, is it worth it? I feel like for some of you, you also worked hard or waited for such a long time to actually get this person. And it's like now that you have them or you have this new situation, you're not even sure if you want it. So that could also be your energy, but definitely just being mindful of your connections with people, making sure you're not doing anything that you're going to regret. So that's a little quick midweek. I know I usually do like hour long, but this is a week where I have to study for my midterm, which is actually due next week, but I'm gonna try to study as much as I can now because it's 50 questions timed, so I don't got time for all that. But I'm also gonna go watch my TV show and eat. So I thank you guys for understanding, and I hope that this brings you some type of clarity. Again, this is a general, this is for all signs. It doesn't matter who you are, what you are. A dog can listen to it. They may not understand it, but they gonna listen. But I thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. I do respond to comments, so definitely you will get a response if it's something that's worth a response. So thank you so much. You guys have a good night.